members. Amanda Biondolino is our human rights attorney. She raised her hand. And Gina Montgomery is our outreach coordinator, also with us. Can you hear me okay? I wanted to talk a little bit about the Missouri Commission on Human Rights. We are a state agency housed within the Missouri Department of Labor, and we've been around since the 50s, predating the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And our mission is to enforce the Missouri Human Rights Act, which protects Missourians from discrimination based on their race, their age, their color, their religion, their disability, their familial status, and housing. And that relates to employment, and in housing and public accommodation. So that's the purview that we have. We investigate those discrimination complaints at no charge, at no cost to individuals who would file a complaint with us. We also like to spend a lot of our time partnering within the community and providing information and resources to communities like Ferguson and others around the state of Missouri about what their rights are and their responsibilities are under the law. So we would reach out to companies to talk to them about how they might inform their employees about being responsible and what professional standards might be as it relates to, say, sexual harassment, for example. Or we might talk to neighborhood associations about discrimination or in a landlord-tenant type of situation, and provide training opportunities to do that. We have offices around the state. We're a small agency of about 30 employees, but our investigations are around 1,500 annually. It fluctuates between 1,500 and 2,000 on any given year, and we partner with the federal government. So we actually have a work-sharing agreement with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, and also with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, to investigate discrimination complaints around the state of Missouri, and work together to do that. We also, as I mentioned, provide training, and that is really key, because if people don't know what their rights are, then they're disenfranchised just right out of the gate. So it's very important that Missourians understand what their rights are, and by the same token, to understand what your responsibilities are as a business owner or as a landlord, or in the case of public accommodations, we're looking at discriminating against people in public places like hotels and schools and restaurants, gas stations, and any kind of public facility that might discriminate because of someone's protected categories. We have spent a considerable amount of time reaching out around the state of Missouri to local human rights commissions like the Ferguson Human Rights Commission, like many others here in the St. Louis area, St. Charles, Kirkwood, U City, others in the Kansas City area, Springfield, Columbia, Fulton, and there are probably a dozen to 15 local human rights commissions that are out there doing the work within their community to ensure that their citizens know what their rights are and that they are not discriminated against because of those protected categories. So we like to try and build a community, if you will, of like-minded individuals who want to help inform citizens about that and to help provide resources to do just that.